The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks go.
You're Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
People, we back doing this, and that's talking about your Vancouver Canucks, and they just won a game on a Saturday night. Hey, they won a game in Rogers Arena. That's their 20th win on home ice since the start of last year, and you know the deal. Come on. Look at the economy. You best believe some people got early Christmas gifts, and this was one of the early Christmas gifts, okay? November 8th, we're going to the Blue Jackets game. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. And the Canucks, they gave the fans a gift, okay? You're not feeling like a loser today. That's step one. That's step one, because this was a grim week, and that barn, right, Rogers Arena, it's been a grim place. So, again, I'm just happy for my neighbors, for the money spenders tonight, because they got their money's worth, for real. You want to talk about a bit of a turnaround, a poetic justice, a slap in the face to the doubters, the slap in the face to Kyle Bowen, right? Feeling a little pessimistic going into the third, because the third, it has been tough for us. And B, I was a little pissed off that nobody stepped up for Elias Pettersson. More on that later. But hey, what did the Canucks do? They handled business in the third period. They were resilient in the third period, right? They take the lead, they give it up, and then Brock Besser does the rest. And oh yeah, Elias Pettersson. Big third period, let's be honest. Had a couple chances, gets the assist on the Garland goal. And man, oh man, how about those block shots? Like, you could make the argument today that the Canucks don't win that game if it's not for Elias Pettersson. That's just the truth. And I'll get to that even more so in a couple minutes. But first, we got to read the comments. Kanil Prakash, I think that's what the KP stands for, the Fijian brother on the program, one of them, saying the refs are so bad tonight, no hooking calls versus Hughes. Yeah, that was a bit odd. It was a blatant one, right, at the end of the second period. I'm not sure what happened there, because that was going to be a breakaway. And since Kanil Prakash brings up Quinn Hughes, and I want to do this more so moving on to like every episode this year, because like who knows what's going to happen, but I think every post-game show should start with like Elias Pettersson talk and Quinn Hughes talk, because they got to do all the work. Speaking of which, Quinn Hughes, eventful game today. Not the perfect game, but there were so many moments where he reminded you once again why he's one of the best athletes in North America. Like, worth the price of admission. Doing woe things, breaking ankles, skating circles. You can make an argument that game, again, not perfect, right? Still being checked a bit too much, not passing the puck the way he was last year as well. And, you know, when we critique Quinn Hughes, it's interesting because, like, he can't always do what he did last year and the year before that. Like, it was borderline perfect. But at the same time, we desperate out here. We fiends out here, okay? For some sort of success. And we kind of know that if we are going to find success this season, Quinn Hughes kind of needs to be perfect. On that note, you could make the argument that tonight is a night where he could build himself into something special again. Like, I mean, he's always been special, but something Cale Makar-like. And you saw what Makar did today. Quinn Hughes, he's close. He's close to, you know, just being that difference maker on the scoreboard more often than not. Because again, if you look at what he did, the Norris Trophy year, and then look at what he did last year as well before he got hurt, it was just, again, good for like 1.5 goals a game. And he's like getting the assist or getting the goal or just doing everything before that goal gets scored. We're still not there with him, but we're close. Speaking of Cale Makar, man, I know it's a Canucks show, but I heard the Oilers lost 8-1 10-1, 12-1, 14-1? What was the score? Join the Discord. They were talking about it. What was the score? Can we search that up? 9-1. Yo. The Oilers lost 9-1 tonight. Yo. I know we're 8-8, but yo. We didn't lose 9-1, yo. But we're playing Colorado tomorrow, right? Do we have to play Yuri Patera tomorrow? Maybe I shouldn't laugh too. You know what? I'm going to laugh. You know what? The Oilers, they always struggle in the beginning of the year, but maybe, just maybe, once again, they're facing some karma for hiring Stan Bowman as their GM. I'm sorry. Hey, you are what you read, right? And right now I'm reading that crazy book. Viewer discretion advised. I think what's called We Breed Lions. It's somewhere here. And man, oh man, again, you lose 9-1. The Oilers, McDavid only signs a 2-year deal. Anyways, man, oh man, 9-1. I could go on and on, but it's a Canucks show, okay? Comments. LaPrimo saying that 9-1 loss honestly makes me happier about our win too. Hey, it's a double whammy. I said I was going to stop talking about the Oilers, but yo, it's game 16. Y'all telling me to relax, right? Y'all telling me to relax. Getting too negative, being too much of an asshole earlier this week, being bully bowing. More on that later too. I know, but hey, I think LaPrimo's onto something. Like the fact that we won tonight and the Oilers lost like that badly. I think we needed that. We needed Jeff Stuart Skinner letting in four goals on 9 shots. But again, not an Oilers show. Anywho, back to the game. Again, I want to expand more on my Elias Pettersson thought. Okay, so all game long, not shooting the puck again, not looking dynamic offensively up until the third period, lacking confidence again up until the third period. But there we got that third period. Okay, he misses a shot, almost scores, gets a great assist, and again those block shots. And let's just hone in on that. The fact that he's actually doing that so consistently and doing it so well and doing it with such bravery as well, it speaks for a lot. Like this guy cares, right? And I know he's making 11.6. He probably has insurance. If he gets injured, it's not the end of the world, right? But it hurts. It hurts to block those shots, but it also hurts to lose. He wanted to win that game. It was evident, and that's what we definitely want in Mr. 11.6 EP40. We want him to lead on the ice. They call me bully bowing. They call me bipolar bowing. They call me a lot of things. But one thing they can't call me is an Elias Pettersson believer. Wait, I know. Again, I bullied him in the past, but I'm just saying, I've always said that this team is way better when Elias Pettersson is A, working his ass off, and B, the hardest working player on this team. And right now, he may not have the foot speed, but when I see him leaping out to block shots like that, competing, doing his thing in the defensive zone, I puck with it. I really do. And again, he allowed the Canucks. He allowed the Canucks to win that game tonight. Am I putting all the heroism on him tonight? Why not? It's Christmas soon, okay? Let's be nice to Elias Pettersson. We don't win that game without Elias Pettersson. For real. Comments. Canada rules, America drools is saying bald bowing. They should call me bald bowing. Thanks, man. Thanks. Great. Phenomenal. It is what it is. Maybe I'll follow the lead of my new hero, Elias Pettersson. That's something else. What else did I think of this game before we get into like report cards and me? Again, me just thinking this team is so soft. I'm sorry. You know what? That was bully bound coming out. But anyways, I'm just human. Where am I going with this? Oh yeah, the game. Drew O'Connor, DOC, Ray Ferraro's favorite player. Can we be honest about that? I feel like every time Ray Ferraro has called the game this year, he's like, Drew O'Connor, he's a 15 goal scorer in my eyes. A 30-point guy. Yeah, I don't know. Am I putting words in Ray Ferraro's mouth? I hope I'm not, because he could kick my ass for sure, straight up. Again, I sat 3 rows away from the Vancouver Canucks. I actually was afraid for my safety, considering I'm a YouTuber, right? Making my parents proud. Where am I going with this? Oh yeah, Ray Ferraro, Drew O'Connor, boom, bam, do the math, and DOC is somewhat of a cure for this team, right? The Doc, he's that guy right now. He's picking up points. He's crashing the net. He's being a nuisance. He's trying hard. And oh, yeah, he's picking up points. So what a beautiful play on Jake DeBrusk's first goal. The first Canuck goal of the game. Jake DeBrusk's first 5-on-5 goal this season, if I'm correct. It was a beautiful goal, beautiful finish, but the setup was, somewhat cerebral and right on money, efficient. Sometimes we, again, are human and have eyes and understand the game of hockey. We spend a lot of time, bitching and complaining about Elias Pettersson because of his lack of execution. Hey, there's been a lot of points this season where Quinn Hughes is not being efficient with his decision-making and executing on passes. But in recent history, Drew O'Connor has done that. Given this team, quote-unquote, a lot. So good on him. And if he's Ray Ferraro's favorite Vancouver Canuck, I'm paraphrasing Ray Ferraro. I'm just saying, you talk about him a lot. Then that kind of has to make me excited. Because Ray's a smart guy. I don't hear him dish out that many compliments to just anyone. And Ray's seen a lot of hockey. I'm assuming he's also covered a lot of Pittsburgh Penguins games, right? Seriously, Mr. Hockey. BC is so talented. Anyways, for him to, again, co-sign the Doc the way he is, I think it's kind of reminding Canucks fans of what he did last year at some points. Again, earlier this season, there was a lot of Ilya Mikheyev energy, but there was also a lot of chances as well. Some of that Mason Raymond, Tanner Glass energy. But I don't know, just what we've seen lately, the constant cosigns. I just think that the Canucks, with DOC doing what he's doing, with Kiefer Sherwood playing the way he is, again, making a great pass to Brock in the third period as well to win the game. The Canucks have a recipe when they're healthy and if they acquire a second-line center. I know, hey, it's Christmas soon. Let me talk. Santa's listening. Their bottom 6, it could be cool. They got bottom 6 play drivers. Something to think about. Impressed with DOC. Also impressed with Tyler Myers today because he made a big-time play. He played consistent too. That deke he made before Garland tapped it in. Again, it was beautiful. It was a moment. The fans deserved that. And I'm still less is more with Tyler Myers. But that was a Tyler Myers-like play. We've seen that play from him in his NHL career. He's athletic as puck. And again, I'm just happy the neighbors got that. But then who ties it up late in the third? Doing a bit of a game summary here. A nerd. Hockey nerd TSN recap. Marchenko. Who's this Marchenko guy? Got a couple goals for Columbus. Ties it up in the third period out of nowhere. Gets 3 points. And this guy looks like an NHL video game creative player type of player. No? He's got the flow, the beard, making me jealous, and a damn good player. A really good player. Columbus has a lot of really good players, and we'll get to this at the top with the report cards, but we don't win this game without Kevin Lankinen because, again, Columbus has a lot of good players. Marchenko was that guy. He ties the game. I feel like he always burns the Canucks. I guess he's burning a lot of the NHL, to be honest, if you look at the stats, and it looked kind of grim. I was so disappointed in this team for not standing up for Elias Pettersson. I'm sorry that I was just angry watching it. Then I see them tie the game in the third, and then Brock out of nowhere finds space, gets the puck, beats Elvis, who should have had it, but he didn't. And I don't know. Was that a moment? Was that a moment? Think about the week the Canucks had. Think about the week I had. Just watch my socials, and you best believe that I wasn't tapped out because I'm here till the very end. I'm here till game 82. But I was playing the draft lottery simulator. I was watching YouTube highlights of junior hockey teams, but not even in the WHL. I was actually out in Coquitlam watching it, doing my thing, walking my dog, stopped at the rink, quote unquote. Maybe this was a dream, but I'm watching, a 15-year-olds play the game of hockey. Who could we draft in 3 years, 4 years? That's where my mind's been with this team, blowing it up. Also in search of a moment. And again, I want to look back at this and be like, yo, Brock, that was a good leadership moment. The team needed you to pick up a big goal, a 7th goal in 14 games. That win kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know if like my pessimism got in the way of ultimately, again, being able to view that and feel that as a moment. But I wonder if Canucks fans like did see that. I'm the asshole. You're not. Was that a special goal? It got us the win, but could this win be like a catapult type win? We'll have to wait and see. Anyways, let's shout out Doer and then end the show off with the report cards and some comments. My name's Kyle Bound. Hit the like button. The Oilers lose 9-1, and the Canucks win 4-3 against the Blue Jackets at home ice. Merry Christmas. See you in a couple minutes. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Yes, FanDuel, Trevor's favorite game that he likes to play with his daughter, allegedly, okay? His daughter's only 5-6 years old in kindergarten and gambling, allegedly. That's crazy. That's crazy, but it's not true. But FanDuel is doing this, which is true, and that's giving you some free bucks if you win your first $5 bet. Yes, $300 in bonus bets if, again, you win your first $5 bet. So make a parlay. NFL football tomorrow. Boom, bam, do the math. The Packers play on Monday. Maybe you want to, I don't know, put the over on Romeo Dobbs catches. Put the over on Jordan Love touchdowns. I don't know. Feel optimistic and make some money. Again, if you're a new customer, visit FanDuel.com, place a $5 bet, win $300 in bonus bets if that first $5 bet wins. And Trevor, man, keep being a good parent. Let's get back to the show. People, let's get back to the comments here on Locked On Canucks. But before we do so, again, hit the like button. I got a girlfriend. Christmas is coming up. Do the math. Seriously. Like, look at the economy, and I've been dating my girl for almost 5 years. The list of Christmas gifts I've gotten her, embarrassing, okay? Thankfully, I got a big heart. And a lot of compassion. And I listen well. Where am I going with this? The comment. Kanil Prakash saying, I'm a bad father. I made my daughters change tires today. Well, honestly, that's not a bad thing to do because I don't know how to change tires. So I hope my girlfriend's father taught her to change tires. Because, come on, what's going to happen? Taking the family out to Whistler, boom, bam, next thing you know, 3 tires go off the sea to sky. We need to change the tires. So teamwork makes the dream work, baby. Learn how to change tires, okay? Maybe I'll get you a gift card to Canadian Tire for Christmas, okay? Next call. Nancy saying, you give great gifts, Kyle. Love the gifts you give to my 2 cousins, okay? Yeah, I always get books for the family members. Speaking of which, again, go read that book, We Breed Lines. Okay. Also, if you want to go on the softer side and just read something else about hockey, Ken Dryden's book, obviously good. Nazem Kadri's book, obviously good. Speaking of books, I get my cousins a lot of books, and one of my cousins' birthdays was like a couple weeks ago, and I asked him what he wanted, and he literally said to me, I don't want books. So, hey, I don't know what that says about, hey, well, you know what? I don't want to go there. I'm going to blame the school system, okay? Next comment. Oh, man. Dan Jardine saying this league is pretty damn close to parity. Ducks beat the Golden Knights and Sharks beat the Panthers, and we beat the Blue Jackets. Congratulations, right? Come on. Impressive stuff. I don't know. Like, weren't people scared of the Blue Jackets? Like, the Blue Jackets weren't a great fit for us when it came to like a matchup. And yeah, I know we don't win this game without Kevin Lankinen, but hey, goaltenders play the game too. You see what I'm doing here? You see the optimism spewing from my soul and my spirit? It's because I'm reading books, I'm going for walks, and I'm just reading comments, okay? Straight up. Y'all be calling me cyberbully bound, and it really just made me think about my mom and dad and their parenting abilities, because what monster did they create, okay? Kyle, this is not therapy. Let's do grades. Okay, 5-ish minutes for report cards here on Locked On Canucks. You know the deal. We grade every single player that played hockey today. Tom Willander will start at the top. A quieter game, but that's okay. Like I don't, dude. I'm so impressed with Tom Willander. I don't know. I feel like I got to give him a B plus. Not perfect, but didn't ever really feel as if the moment was too big for him on Hockey Night in Canada. There was even a moment. Wait, was it 2-1 Columbus at one point? I believe so. I'm trying to, like, again, my experience with the Canucks this week has really just boggled my mind. All in all, though, I feel as if there was times where, like, the Canucks needed a push, and, like, Tom Willander wasn't scared to, like, skate around the offensive zone as a defenseman, as a young defenseman, as somebody that's 20. And, like, those little moments for me, you know, like the body language, the philosophy, the energy that he's spewing, even though, you know, we're not, like, generating grade A looks, is still kind of cool, considering that, again, he's young and he's trying to push the pace and he's trying to make something happy. So Tom Willander at B+, Brock Besser for that goal, the biggest goal in Canucks history, giving him the A+. Connor Garland, man, he was so good in the third period. Obviously, always solid all game long, but just his hustle in the third period when we had the lead. Obviously, the goal, just one of those guys. Always brings it, giving him an A. Archdeep Bains. And I'm from Surrey. Well, I don't live there anymore, but I'm there quite a bit because I support local business, unlike you and you and you and you. Okay, I don't know where that came from. Anyways, Archdeep Bains, you know the deal. I support local business, and I'm scared to give this guy like a C-. I'm scared to give this guy like a, yo, where's the offense? When's it going to come? Because I tell the people I'm a good neighbor and I have my people's back, but I'm having a little bit of enough of Archdeep, Max Hassan, and Linus Karlsson not doing what they were doing a handful of games ago. And I know there's so many injuries and they've played a lot of hockey and they need more practice time and they need more Gatorade. And again, it's okay for me to want more from Archdeep Bains. Thank you. Come on, man. I wanted more on the Wally night from Archdeep Bains too. Hey, I'm just saying I was there. Not because of those reasons, because I was there. Philip Hronik, let's give him a B+. Drew O'Connor, let's give him an A. Elias Pettersson, D. Petey, man. D. Petey gets crushed by some dude named Olivier, Kevin BX's favorite player, Mother Knucker's favorite player. This guy signed like a 4-year, $2 million per year deal last year or something to be like the greatest third liner in hockey, toughest guy, tough as nails, and a piece of shit. Let's be real. Big piece of shit tonight. And I know Elias Pettersson didn't get concussed. He did leave the game. That guy's also tough as nails. And I'm not saying he played through a concussion tonight, but I think he loves hockey more than anyone else. And again, he's tough. Who knows what he's dealing with? But he didn't deserve that. That puck was off his stick a year ago. And Olivier Joseph, mother pucker, tried to end his career. And Elias Pettersson, the second, has played less than 50 games in his NHL career. He's a guy that stands up for his teammates. And now this is 2 times where guys go after this guy's head. Right? Didn't Connor Zary go after him last year? And now we have somebody else going after him this year. And he's still like 21, 22 years old and nobody stood up for him. We just saw what happened with Connor Garland, a week and a half ago against the Rangers. Gets obliterated. Philip Hedl gets obliterated. Game 1 of the season, Elias Pettersson gets obliterated. I know the memo in the NHL amongst the locker room, right? The silent code. It's saying the Canucks are soft. And if we want to take liberties and play hockey that way, you can do it. And you can still make it to dinner after the game. Just not good enough. Not good enough. Call me bully bound. Just not good enough. It's evident that this team is not as close as it should be. We're talking about a 21-year-old, 22-year-old, less than 50 games. And you know what? Elias Pettersson, if he was on the ice, he wouldn't let something like that happen to his teammates. Again, not good enough. Marcus Pettersson, I guess a B. Elias Pettersson, those blocks at the end, you got to give this guy an A. I'm starting to just go to bed with 70 points. Patrice Bergeron, block Ryan Johnson, Manny Malhotra, Elias Pettersson, okay? Won us the game. Let's just go. Yeah, let's just say that. Quinn Hughes, a B+. Kiefer Sherwood, a B+. Atu Ratu, a B. I love the effort, okay? Atu Ratu tries so hard. Not the perfect player. Not that great at faceoffs today, but it is what it is. Tyler Myers, let's give him a B. Not B+ for Tyler Myers. What am I saying? Max Hassan is C-. Lucas Reichel, C-. Jake DeBrusk. Charizard, right? Doing his thing, scoring a big goal. Let's give him a B+. Evander Kane, man. I think I'm actually going to go to a party in East Van, so maybe I should just hold up a C+. No. You know what? Evander Kane, have a good dinner, okay? Linus Carlson, giving him a C as well. Yuri Patera didn't play today, and Kevin Lankin an A+. He was so good. From the jump. Anyways, one more comment and we'll get out of here. Again, you're listening to Locked On Canucks. Man, oh man. Kanil Prakash saying Vittorio Mancini Martini III is on the horizon to return. That's a good thing. The team is getting healthier, and we won't be able to use that excuse. And, we said this off the top. If Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes are healthy, those two got to do all the work. And again, if you want to bring us back up to playoff contention and make us happy here in the city and, give us a good holidays, think about the children, Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson, real talk. Do you want children asking for, Canucks jerseys for Christmas or Connor Bedard jerseys, okay? It's on you guys. I worked at a jersey store when the Canucks sucked 7 years ago, 8 years ago. We sold no Canucks jerseys. Kids, man, we thinking about the kids a lot today. You buy your kids books or you buy them Canucks jerseys. Don't give them a choice. Or Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes can make their decisions easy, okay? Last comment. Cito saying the PK was perfect today. 3 for 3 on the penalty kill. Congratulations. They even killed one late with 2.5 minutes left. I think Atu Ratu took an interference penalty, another stupid penalty. But yeah, we got the job done, man. And it's because of Kevin Lankin and it's because of Elias Pettersson. And just go to sleep with that. We're going to sign out now. But Elias Pettersson, man, the way he blocked shots, courageous and needed and cerebral. Look at how he blocked that shot today. It was that's the way, who's the Blue Jays player that just ruined the dreams and hopes of the nation last week? Sorry, that's bullying, okay? It's not that deep. But the guy who couldn't slide home. That dude, right? Canada's worst enemy. I'm joking. Don't worry. It's a satire. If he took lessons from Elias Pettersson, the Blue Jays would have won the Super Bowl. Yep. Anyways, my name's Kyle Bound. Hit the like button. Again, I got a girlfriend. Christmas in a couple months. 6 weeks, 7 weeks. And she can't read. No. She doesn't. No. She doesn't like reading. I think. No. We've tried to have a book club, but she's kind of. You know what? I love you, baby. Go Canucks, go. Peace.